It is so hard to really connect with somebody. And then once you do, there's all sorts of things that can get in the way. So many things that can make it go right or go wrong. How do you make it a relationship once you really connect with somebody? That's what I want to talk about today, because men and women fall in love differently. Welcome to my Broken to Brave podcast. I'm Donna Barnes, the Love Coach. Men and women fall in love very differently. And if you can really understand that, that's how you can make your relationship last. Relationships are hard because most people don't really know how to navigate the beginning of relationships. And that's the really sad thing. Frequently, people come to me because they really were crazy about somebody and they lost them. And as they tell me about how the relationship was transpiring, I can point out to them what would have been better, but then that ship already sailed. You know, unfortunately, you don't usually get a second chance with somebody if they've tried you on, basically, and decided that you weren't a good fit. Women come to me for coaching all the time because they really connected with somebody fabulous and they were off and running and spending a lot of time together. And now the guy has just kind of sometimes ghosted them and disappeared and is no longer in their life. And they're baffled. They can't figure out why. It was the best connection they ever had. When you really connect with somebody, a lot of people jump in quickly. You met somebody, they're fabulous, and you just want to spend all your time with them, right? And that's primarily the reason that most relationships crash and burn. Too much too soon will cause something to crash and burn. And unfortunately, it's human nature that you just don't think that way. You don't worry about that. You meet somebody, you're crazy about them, you just want to pull them into your life and spend all the time that you can with them. However, unfortunately, that's why most relationships only last 3 to 6 months, because you get tired of somebody, really, you crash and burn. And more importantly, you don't allow your true feelings to really develop, because as women, we can be in the moment thinking and feeling and thinking this is great and falling in love. But men need to go away to feel their feelings. So giving your man the space to do that is how he'll actually fall in love with you. You have to be really strong in yourself and not needy. When you meet somebody that you're crazy about, trust that they're going to continue to be crazy about you if you're not coming on too strong and being needy and monopolizing all of their time or jumping too quickly into their life. So the more you can hold strong boundaries and not immerse yourself, you become enmeshed with somebody when you just do too much too soon. And if you don't truly love each other yet, that's a hot mess, right? So slow and steady when you meet somebody that you're crazy about is the way that it'll continue to be crazy about you and evolve into love. This is the whole ABCs of it, right? Women can be in the moment and feeling and thinking and loving and just thinking this is amazing and just so happy that you finally connected with somebody like that and genuinely falling in love. And men can be in that moment enjoying that too, but they're in their feeling brain and they're feeling really great. This is amazing. This is really terrific. But they need to be able to marry their thoughts and their feelings. So they do that when they're not with you. And like, honestly, I've talked about years ago, I had met a guy who was crazy about me and he just kept asking me to do things and I kept going out with him because they were fun things, right? But he dropped me off one night and he was like, I miss you already. And I said to him, you don't give me time to miss you, which is kind of my point, right? Someone needs the time to miss you so that they can really genuinely fall for you. But if you're too much in their face, too much all the time, just on, they need to get away, right? I liken it always to the Pepe Le Pew cat, right? Where the Pepe Le Pew is just like, I'm crazy about you. I love you. I just can't get enough of you. And the cat is like, you just need to get away, right? I think that is the perfect metaphor for how you can make a relationship last. Giving your man that space to get into his own head and and especially if he's a very busy man. Very busy, successful men, unfortunately, are largely workaholics. I can't even tell you how many men have come to me for coaching post-divorce because they recognized that they were workaholics, escaping the relationships, and their wife got tired of being alone and left them. So if you're a man watching this, you need to be conscious of allowing yourself to have a personal life in addition to work, because unfortunately, it takes most men till later in life to recognize that work is not the answer to everything if you're going to lose the people that you care about, because you usually do. So back to my original point, when you're first really doing that dance of getting to know each other and how much time should we spend together, less is more. It really is. You should spend enough time together that you're still connecting and getting to know each other, but it's not a daily thing. And it's not, I mean, you can communicate. And honestly, I'm not a fan of texting, but it's helpful in keeping the connection alive without monopolizing too much time. And I think that's terrific. I mean, come on, we all must have somebody in our life that is a talker, and you don't want to get stuck on the phone with them because you're going to waste 2 hours. But you can text with them, and it doesn't take up all that much time, right? And that's really good advice in the beginning of a relationship. Yes, you should talk on the phone, and yes, you should get to know each other. But if you're now talking on the phone every night for hours and hours and hours, you're ignoring a lot of other things in your life, and that gets old. I'm not a fan of playing games, and I'm not talking about playing games, but check yourself and make sure that you're not trying to monopolize the time of your new person, because that is the quickest way to lose them. You need to maintain your own life and being available to your new person, but slowly trickling them into your life so that your feelings have time to grow. Women fall in love while they're together. Men fall in love when they're away from their woman, because that's how they process their feelings, and they marry their thoughts and their feelings together. So giving your man space is actually really good for you. And you need to do it so that you don't kill the relationship before it really gets started. And it's usually because you didn't give your guy enough space to really feel his feelings. And look, men don't always know that. If you're a guy watching this, you need that time to yourself to feel your feelings. Don't feel guilty about the fact that you're feeling yeah, I really like this girl, but I need to get away from her a little bit, right? That's what I'm talking about. You need the space to do that. So as a woman, if you're watching this and you're aware of that, and your guy needs a little bit of time to himself, be graceful about that. Let him have that time for himself and go do something on your own so that you're not all focused on the fact that he didn't want to be with you. And don't read into it. Deciding for someone else what they think or feel is so common. People do it all the time. They think someone's feeling this way or that way, and then they respond based on what they're projecting that their partner feels instead of responding to what the partner actually has. Don't decide for anybody else what they're feeling. You need to just stay in your own thoughts and feelings and ask your person how they're feeling. If you're in question about it, or if you're making decisions about the relationship based on it, you really need to talk to your partner about it. And that's where the disconnect mostly comes in. The guy is usually busy in his own life and feeling this way or that way and just kind of feeling like he needs to get space away. And he assumes that you don't like that. And then now he's making adjustments based on the fact that he's thinking that this doesn't work for you. So you really need to communicate that. Communication is the foundation of a good relationship. And in the beginning of a relationship is when it is most important. And unfortunately, in the beginning of a relationship is when you're afraid to really have deep, dark talks. You don't want to bring up anything. You want to be fun. You want to be casual. You don't want to have any deep, dark talks. But they don't need to be deep, dark talks. They just need to be honest and really open about how you're feeling. And it's really scary when you really connect with somebody and you don't want to lose it. But I promise you, you're going to lose it if you're not capable of openly talking about it and then also giving them space to feel their feelings. I so get it. It's so hard to really connect with somebody. And when you do, you're usually all in and off and running. But that is such a huge mistake. That is exactly why it won't last. So leave me your comments. Are you falling for someone, or have you fallen for somebody and then they wanted time away from you and then it blew up the relationship? Or if you are just beginning navigating a relationship, leave me your comments. Let me know what you think. And like my video if you will. That really helps other people get to see it. It's with the YouTube algorithm is what they say. And I am here for coaching. If you've met somebody terrific and you need help really navigating it and slowing it down, I'm very good at helping you not blow up a relationship or tire out a relationship because you're just all too eager that you met somebody really fabulous. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you in my next episode.